everybody. Oh, my camera is really high. Let me move that down a little bit. So, hi, everybody. So it's another week. I took last week off. I have decided that I think that I'm going to take off the first week in every month just to kind of give myself a break. You know, the whole like balance thing. So it's been an interesting week, to say the least. So another day. Hi, everybody. So has anybody else been seeing all of the numbers? The 111, the 222, the 333, the 444, the 555? I have been seeing them. Hi, Colleen. I have been seeing them all week. And not just like one of them, but like every time I seem to look at the clock, I'm seeing one of those. And so I'm thinking that everything is kind of in flux and changing. And so because in numerology, every single number means something different. So when you're seeing all of them, it's like you're going through this progression of things. So anyway, I found it very interesting. So okay, so like I always do, what I ask my guides for. Before I forget, hey everybody, subscribe and hit that little notification things, because if you subscribe and then you hit the notification, even if you forget, and I go live, your phone will go, hey, Shannon's live, and then you can not miss the show. So make sure that you hit subscribe and the notify on there. Okay, next. The message that my guides have given me for this week is to disconnect. Put away your phone. Not now, because you want to watch the show. But put away your phone. Put away the computer. Shut off the TV. Just disconnect. Like, stop it all. Because there is so much influx of information and often very, very negative stuff online coming at us right now. The elections are never any fun, no matter which side you're on. Hopefully it's blue. But no matter which side you're on, it's a lot. So make sure that you are disconnecting, because you need to take care of yourself. And I promise you that everything can wait. It'll all be there for you when you come back in an hour or two. So disconnect. And then let's see, before I get into all of that, they sort of jumped in. I wanted to let everybody know, if you're local to me, I am having a Reiki 1 class, and that is next Saturday and Sunday. So I'm actually breaking it up so that it's not too much, because what happens normally is when I teach this class, people, by like the second half, they are so full of the energy and their head's spinning and they have a hard time remembering it. So I'm breaking it up into 2 classes. So if you're interested in that, you can message me on any social platform that I'm on, or you can email me at shannon@sacramentohealingtree.com, and I will talk to you and tell you more about that. Okay. Now, the other thing I go through the cards of things that they want to tell me. While I'm saying all this stuff, if you have any questions, put it in the chat, and my lovely assistant Steph will write them down, and then I will be able to answer the questions, because she'll list them out for me. So, okay. So one of the other messages that they gave me was to not add to your life, to subtract from it. And I know that because it's been COVID and we've been kind of disconnected for things, we want to like add more things and do more things. And I'm absolutely guilty of this. I was actually just talking to a friend, and I'm like, hey, should I like start to study astrology? And she's like, you don't really need many more on your plate. And I'm like, you're right. So think about things that you can take out of your life that stresses it. So as you can tell, there's a theme of self-care. This goes along the line of like reducing clutter in your house, which I know that my wife would like me to be much better at, because I like things. So anyway, so think about things that you can take out instead of putting them in. And the last card, remember the cards that I always show you, these guys? This card that I pulled out is: sadness and other emotions that you label as negative are not things to avoid. They are wonderful parts of being human. So, we always want to avoid the negative feelings that we have because, well, we don't like them. But when you're sad, you really appreciate being happy. And when you're lonely, you really appreciate company that you're around. So understand that there's a reason and a process for that. So when you're lonely, that can help you kind of look inside you, and you can maybe become a little bit more comfortable with your own company. These are just ideas, so the negative feelings, try not to avoid them, because what will happen is if you avoid them, then they're going to spill out sideways anyway. So you might as well just embrace them. Okay, so now we have questions. Okay. Oh wait, no, we don't. There's things that I want. Let's do some readings, and I'll pimp my stuff later. By the way, I'd like to remind everybody, vote. Okay, now of course, I have my spirit guides, which are really basically the main show. I have my tarot deck, and I have my earth magic cards as well. So if you don't know what to ask, you can go, hey, what do the cards say? And then if there's anything left, or anything that my guides would like to chime in with, they will. Okay, ready? Let's go. Oops, and my phone is making noise. Sorry about that. Okay, shut that off. All right, so the first question is from Red Vixen. How should I prepare for my upcoming trip? So let's see. So you have already prepared for the upcoming trip. What they're actually showing me is that you just relax. Just relax, and when you, like, everything's already taken care of. So, but I absolutely know what you're talking about and what's going on. So like, if there's things that seem you're unsure of what things that are happening, then what they're telling me is just calm down. Don't freak out until you know that there's something to freak out about. Much like that's what I've been telling myself about the whole election as well. So I know that there's some things that seem like, okay, you feel panicked, but they're showing me there's absolutely nothing to panic about. So just keep breathing and you're okay. I don't think you need to do anything else. If you have any questions about that, let me know. Okay, Nina. Hi, Nina. Okay, so how should I heal my heartbreak from the past? I keep having vivid dreams about all of my exes and I'm in a relationship. Well, that's a drag. So Nina, actually, so what I'm actually seeing is that you need to do a ritual of cut and clear. And, interesting. So what you actually need to do is you need to thank your exes for what they taught you, anything that they brought into your life. So like, you want to go to them energetically. I'm not talking like go sit down with them, because I don't want to sit down with my exes either. So go to them energetically and thank them for the things that they gave you and that they brought to you, and then say, thank you for all of these things, and now I release you energetically. And also a cut and clear kind of ritual will help with that. Okay. I'm going kind of fast. General Jennifer Orton would like a general whatever you want to give. Okay, let's pull cards, because cards are fun. So Jennifer was at the Spirit Circle this weekend. We on Saturday. We talked about clairvoyance, and then sort of went into remote viewing. But I really like the second Saturdays. They're so lovely. I get to see all my people. What is second Saturdays, you ask? Jennifer. Okay, so what you got is the Seven of Pentacles, and what the Seven of Pentacles is reaping what you sow. What you have planned will come to pass. So if you've changed your mind midway, it doesn't matter. It's still going to happen. So if you planned on going to school and then you decide, no, I'm not going to go to school, you're still going to end up going to school. So let me pull a oracle card for you as well, because I love these oracle cards. They're my faves. Mountain, you're a mountain of strength. This is telling me that you need to get out into nature. You need to get out of your house and go out into nature. Go sit someplace very beautiful, possibly a mountain, and sit with yourself and connect back to the earth and the stillness. And when you connect to the stillness, and you need to go far enough out that the input goes down. So for me, whenever I'm driving, whenever we take a road trip to my parents in Idaho, once we get past Reno, whatever road that is that you go out, and it's in the desert, I always start to relax because there's less people, there's less electricity, there's just less input. And so try to find some place like that where you can get to and just sit and be quiet and connect, because there's less input. You'll be amazed at what happens. Okay, I have to scroll back up because there's lots of questions. Okay. Hi, Jennifer. Okay, so Jennifer would like a general reading for the next couple weeks, whatever comes up. All right, let's take some cards for that. Okay. I have too many cards on my desk. Okay. All right, Jen. We get Justice reversed. So what Justice reversed is actually really good for you. Because, so whatever judgment is being made by somebody else, it's going to go in your favor. So now when Justice goes upright, what that means is that there's a just, so especially if there's like a legal situation happening, right? A legal situation happening, but it's about judgment. Like think of the judge that goes back into chambers and he deliberates all of the information and then he comes to a conclusion, right? So there's some judgment happening, not like judgy, like people are being judgmental, but there's assessments happening. And when it's reversed, it's going to come out in your favor, not necessarily fair, but in your favor. So because it's a major card, I have a feeling this has to do with your job and how you're hoping that it will work out. What is that? Let's see. There's some support that you're hoping that you're going to get. And based off of that card, I would say that you're going to get some more support. But remember, if you haven't asked for it, you have to ask for the support. They're not going to just read your mind. So if you're hesitating on asking for the support, make sure that you ask for it. Let me pull an oracle card as well to see if there's any more information about that. And Cave Sanctuary. So just like I was telling the other Jennifer, that because what you have, I'm remembering last time I said this to you, like you had a whole bunch of energy being blasted at you. It's not being blasted at you, but you've got a really difficult situation that you're having to deal with. So make sure that there's time that you go into your sanctuary, into your cave, and just take care of yourself. So make sure that there's also self-care happening there for you. There's like a total theme of like self-care in there. Hi, everybody. Look at all these people. Hi. I'm very excited. Okay, next. Susie, okay. My computer's blocking. Okay. I'm centering enough. Oh, am I centering enough and or finding my grounding like I think I am? Okay. So when I'm trying to teach people about like messages that you get from your spirit guides, one of the things that I always tell them is to always just, whatever the picture is, that's what you want to talk about, because it's our interpretations of what is what gets messed up. So Susie, when I ask that question, I look at my guides, what they're doing is they're kind of pushing me down even more. So what that's telling me is that in my interpretation of that is that you are trying to ground, but you're not going down far enough. So I actually had, when I was speaking at PantheaCon on grounding and shielding, I actually had a guy come up to me afterwards who was an electrician, and he was telling me that when you ground, if you don't, in electrical sense, if you are improperly grounded, if you are kind of like half grounded, it's actually worse and you can short yourself out. So when you're grounding, make sure that you're going all the way down to the core of the earth, not just doing the roots of the trees, because that's not far enough, especially right now. So make sure that you're dropping it down to the core of the earth. And if you need help on that, we can schedule an appointment for that, because I teach grounding and shielding. Okay, I'm going to move on. Colleen, will I ever go back to work? Let's find out, Colleen. So I learned a cool trick where you can ask the tarot card yes or no questions. Lots of people say that you can't, but you can, actually. So will Colleen ever go back to work? So my guides are already telling me, like, what do you think is work? So this is, I've got 2 yeses. So 2 yeses, right? So justice, fairness is what's going to happen. And you feel, oh, too much light over there. This one is, you feel like you're trapped, but you're not. So this is also, it's swords. So it's a mental, your beliefs are that you're trapped and that you can't do something, but that's not the case. And what that means is that what you think is work, perhaps it's something else different that you can do, not the same thing. So basically it's think outside the box of what work is, because I think what the work you used to do, you may not be able to go back and do that, but there is a different kind of work that you will be able to do. Let me pull an oracle card just to see what else that says. I hate it when I pull this card. So it's a tsunami. It's a wake-up call. So what that's meaning, and if you put that with this card, right? So if you put these two together, what that tells me is that it's a wake-up call, meaning you're not as trapped as you think you are. There's more possibilities out there. So really expand your mind of what work actually is. Okay. All right. Okay, so now that I'm in the middle of everything, okay, so I just want to say how much I love my guides. Do you guys know that I sell chakra candles? I don't know if you know that or not, but they're really very cool. I infuse them myself. I put a lot of energy into them. There is a crystal on top that you keep. There's herbs and stuff there's herbs and oils that I have made myself in them. They're very lovely. So they were telling me to tell you guys about the candles. So what this helps is clear out blockages in your chakras that you have. And this is for the third eye, but we have all of them. So if you have any questions, message me. And I do ship them, or you can come by and pick them up if you're local. And they're $15. Okay. Okay, this is like a commercial break because that's what they're telling me to do. So I want to remind everybody that I do tarot readings. I can do them online. You can actually have a 1-question tarot reading. I think that's $10, if I'm not mistaken. A 15-minute tarot reading is only $25, and then it goes up from there. But okay, now we're going to get back to the questions. Okay. So, Chad, did I already do Chad? I did not, right? Chad, do you want to know what the cards have to say? Oh, I lost you, Chad. Come back. Oh, so a card just jumped out. So when you're shuffling the tarot deck and a card jumps out, you want to pay attention to it. So this is what jumped out. This is a really, really good card. This is about new beginnings. This is about joyfulness, hope, renewal, the birth of a son, if that's what you want, but you're not. So, but this is a really good card. So if there's anything that you're unsure about, this is just a really positive card. So, but the card that I'm actually pulling out is going to be this one. And this is the Three of Pentacles. So this is about cooperation. This is also about mastering your craft of some kind. So we've got those two. And then we're going to go over to the Oracle cards. Aw, you got a lotus flower. I love this card too. Actually, there's not many cards that I don't like in this deck. So it's unfoldment. So spiritually, you are unfolding, even if you don't think that you are. So even if you don't have these great, oh, I'm talking to my spirit guides, these great magical things are happening, it does not mean that anything isn't happening. So have faith in the journey of what you're going through. Just be right here, right now, and enjoy all of the things that are happening, even the little ones. And remember, I just pulled the mastery card. So you're unfolding and you're working towards getting much better at it. Okay. Hi, Lisa. She's a shark fan. What do my guides want you to know? So they're showing me just how sweet you really are, deep inside, your heart. I mean, I know that you can be hard on the outside when you need to be, but inside you're a very tender soul. And so don't lose that. Don't lose that. It's really very hard right now to still look at everything that's happening and be kind and be soft. But don't lose that. Of course, don't let anybody take advantage of you. I feel like there's something that you're thinking about starting, maybe a business or an adventure of some kind that you're kind of unsure if you can do that. Like if there's enough time, maybe money, space, all of those things. But what they're kind of showing me is start slowly and go for it. So if you don't know what that is, come and talk to me and we'll figure out more. And Kat says that she doesn't have a specific question, just a general reading. I'm going too fast. I'm running out of questions. Oh, look. Okay, maybe not. Okay, Kat. So we're going to throw some cards and then we're going to see what the guides say alongside that. And another card popped out. Of course, it fell on the floor. All right, so I'm going to disappear and try and find my... Oh, cool. Nice card. Okay, so this is the card that jumped out, and this is Temperance. And this is a major arcana, which is one you want to pay attention to. So Temperance is all about balance. And it's really celestial. It's energetic. This would be like spirit. This is actually your spirit guide, Kat. This is talking about having a balance. So, and where I'm drawn to is the foot in the material world. And so I'm going to guess that this is a message from your spirit guide that he would like to chat with you some more. So make some time to chat with him. And I know that you have a specific way that you do that. So just make sure that you cut out some time to do that. And then the card that I was going to pick for you is the Six of Pentacles. And what this means is to keep an eye on your money, about how much you are giving away, supporting other people that maybe you don't need to support. I don't mean like, paying their rent, but just kind of keep an eye on the flow of cash that go out. So if you can see here, like he's deciding I'm going to give to this one and not to this one, not that this one doesn't deserve it, but it's how much what you can do. And you see the scales, it's about being fair. So just kind of keep an eye on that. And then we will do the oracle cards for you as well. Oh, look at that, Kat. It's fairies. So again, I don't know how much you know about fairies and connecting to them, but I know kind of your what's the word? Culture, your DNA, basically. I know that you have fairies. There's cultures that believe in fairies in your DNA. So I would encourage you to look into that. And if you look at this card, look at all the spiritual stuff coming to the fairies. So I would really encourage you to look into fairies. Okay, now I am going to pull some cards for the upcoming week for everybody. So the upcoming week, the oracle card we're going to pull out is this one. And then the tarot card, I'm going to pull out another one. Okay, so the tarot card for the upcoming week is the Ace of Pentacles. And so what this is that there's a new beginning coming financially. So, but it's coming, you're not going to see it kind of thing. And because it's reversed, what this means is it's still coming. It's just going to come a little bit slower. So if there's something that you have put into play that's about money or something that has to do with money, just don't lose hope. It's coming. It's maybe not going to come as fast as you want. And then the oracle card is crystals. It's about focus. So whenever this card comes up, what I always talk about is following the lights, right? So this is spiritually keeping your focus where you want. This is law of attraction. So if you're worried about money, make sure that your law of attraction, your thoughts and your focus is in the right place. Okay. All right. So, is there any other questions, my lovely assistant? Because I'm looking over here. If I look at the chat, then I just sit there and do this, and that's not very entertaining for anybody, is it? So let's see if I had any other notes. So just so you guys know, on the second Saturday of every month, I have a Reiki share, which is at 11. And then around 2 o'clock, sometimes I have another one. Like this week, I did the singing bowls. We had kind of a meditation, which was totally cool. And then I always have something called the Spirit Circle, which is also online. So if you are not local, you can still join. So that's always on the second Saturday that I do that. And we could just take the next one, Steph. It's actually working out really well because I really like having a short little sweet little show for 30 minutes. Do you guys like that? I do, because it's like fun, but it doesn't last too long. So I have no idea who this is. PMI got the most. I don't know who that is, but so what do your guides have to say about me? Trying to tune into who you are. I'm going to pull a card. We're going to jump off with that. Oh, not shuffling well. That makes it easier. All right, so we're pulling cards. So we have sticky fingers. So we have this is the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups reversed is talking about something from your past that's coming back from maybe your childhood. It's not necessarily the best thing for you. So then my guides are actually talking about your childhood. Let's see. So what they're actually kind of telling that what I'm getting is that your childhood is gone. Not that you're not playful or childlike or anything, but it's kind of what they're kind of showing me is that part of your life is done, and you've learned the lessons and you've got the information and the gifts from that, but it's okay to leave that there. So like, oh, I know what this is about. Okay. So basically like plucking around back there trying to get some answers, they're not there. So you're going to need to move forward is my feeling on that. And why don't you message me later and we can get a little bit more into that, because I don't want to talk too much. Okay, so I think that I have done all my notes. I want to remind everybody, please vote. I also want to remind everybody to be kind. Please be kind, because there's so much out there that we can fight about, differences of opinions. People are scared and stressed and all of those things, but we're all still humans. And I more than anything, I want to encourage people to be kind, because the world needs so much more of that. And I have decided that I don't care if it's Pollyanna and I'm a rainbow puker and I'm all of those things. I would really, really like that everybody to come from love, do loving things, be kind to people, let people walk out in front of you, hold the door for somebody, let somebody come out in traffic. If you have an opportunity to do something kind for somebody else, please do it, because it just makes the world a little bit better. I want to thank everybody for coming, because without you, the show would be very boring. So please remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss it next week when I'm here. And again, if you have any questions, you can email me at shannon@sacramentohealingtree.com. You can go to my website, which is sacramentohealingtree.com. And all of the services and all of the prices are up there. And I would be happy to work with you. It makes me filled with joy when I get to heal people. So everybody, hope you have a fantastic week, and I will see you next week. Bye.